Hello friends, and welcome back to a new video. Do you know what the longest and bloodiest conflict in medieval history was? A war that lasted not 10 years, not 50 years, but 116 years. Today, we are talking about the 100 Years' War, the time when France and Britain tore the world apart and turned Europe into a living hell. In this video, we will learn how arrows and bows destroyed armor and how a young girl became the savior of a nation. Let's get started. It all started in the year 1337. The problem was very simple, but very terrifying. Who gets to be the King of France? At that time, the King of England, Edward III, believed it was his right to be the King of France because his mother was a French princess. But the French said no, we will never submit to an English king. From here, the conflict exploded. But this wasn't just a war between two kings. It was a war for power, land, and money. France was the richest and largest country in Europe, and England had its eyes set on that wealth. In the beginning of the war, everyone thought France would win easily because their army was larger and they had powerful knights. But the English had a secret weapon, the longbow. In famous battles like Crécy and Agincourt, the English made history. French knights in heavy armor got stuck in the mud and mire, while the English rained down arrows on them like a storm from afar. Imagine, at the Battle of Agincourt, the French army was 6 times the size of the English, but due to the mud and poor strategy, thousands of French knights were killed, and the English achieved a massive victory. It seemed as if France was finished. Just as France was on the verge of collapse and the English were close to conquering the entire country, something unexpected happened. In 1429, a 17-year-old peasant girl named Joan of Arc appeared. She claimed she had heard the voice of God telling her she must save France. The strange thing is, the French army believed her and made her a leader. Joan of Arc restored morale to the army. Under her supervision, the French broke the siege of Orléans and began to win. Although Joan of Arc was later captured and burned at the stake by the English on charges of witchcraft, the spark she lit caused the French Revolution to catch fire. After the death of Joan of Arc, the war continued for a while longer, but the equation changed. The French began using new technology, cannons and gunpowder. The cannons destroyed the whole walls of the castles where the English were hiding. The era of knights, swords, and armor was coming to an end. In 1453, at the Battle of Castillon, the French dealt the final blow and expelled the English from all their territory except for a single city called Calais. After 116 years of slaughter, looting, and destruction, the war ended. This war completely changed Europe. The feudal system was weakened, a sense of nationalism was forged in France and England, and the method of warfare shifted from swords and arrows to gunpowder and cannons. This was the story of a war where millions of people became victims simply for the greed of kings. I hope you enjoyed this historical topic. In your opinion, if it weren't for Joan of Arc, would France have become part of Britain? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more videos. Until the next video, goodbye.